Hey guys, so for my video this week, I'm going to go over a few meal prep options for you. Meal prepping does save you a lot of time over the week. It saves you a lot of money over the long run too. When you eat out a lot, the cost does build up. When you meal prep, you can get a whole bunch of meals for the week made, and you can keep it under like $100 for a bunch of different meals. It helps also set you up for success when we're tired, when we're going too long between meals. We end up getting really hungry and we end up just kind of eating whatever is convenient or easy, and a lot of times that's not very good. So if you have the meal ready for you to just pop in the microwave or warm back up in your oven, you're more likely to make healthier choices throughout the week and keep you on track. So I'm gonna make a meal with 2 chicken meals. The first one's gonna be, it's 1 pan meal, so you're gonna throw the chicken in the oven and then for 20 minutes, and you can season it with just salt and pepper and a little bit of oil at first. Once I take that back out of the oven, I'm gonna put some veggies around it. I'm gonna add a sauce mixture that I'm gonna show you how to make, and then you can pair it with, I'm gonna do brown rice, but you could pair it with sweet potatoes, you can pair it with white rice. It kind of depends on what your diet allows. Everyone's is gonna be a little bit different. The second meal I'm gonna do is a little bit more Japanese style. We're marinating some chicken in our fridge right now in a kind of teriyaki sauce, and I'm gonna pair that with some green beans, some, I have kind of like onions. I'm gonna use the rest of my broccoli that I bought, and I'm gonna add some mushrooms as well, and it's just gonna be really easy. Me and Anthony have 2 different kind of templates that we follow. Anthony needs to maintain his weight. I'm trying to kind of lean out. So it's really easy with these type of meals to add in more carbs for him and less for me, and kind of control the portions. That way you're not having to meal prep all this different stuff for like different people in your house. You can use these recipes for kind of both templates. For the first meal, like I said, we're going to season the chicken thighs. You can use breasts as well if you want to use a leaner meat. I'm just going to add some salt, garlic, salt, and pepper just for taste, and then I'm going to pop this in the oven for 20 minutes. While this is cooking, I'm going to finish cutting up my broccoli, my yellow bell pepper, and my asparagus. I'm gonna make my sauce, which I'll go over in a minute, but that way I can utilize my time while my chicken's cooking. I can get other stuff done out of the way. Okay, so while my chicken's in the oven, I'm gonna mix the kind of sauce you're gonna put over the top of it. You're gonna start with a 1/3 cup of honey, and then you're also gonna need a low sodium soy sauce. You're gonna need about a 1/4 cup of that, and then the seasonings you're gonna need are cumin, paprika, chili powder, garlic, and salt. I just have garlic, salt together, and then black pepper. So I'm going to mix everything together, test it to taste. I don't tend to measure a lot of my seasonings. It does give measurements like 1/2 teaspoons or teaspoons. I just kind of like to add it and then see what I like to taste. But I will post the actual recipe for you guys under the video. So mix it all together and then save that. And then once you're done cutting all your vegetables and the chicken's ready to come out, you'll pull the chicken out and we'll add it all into the pan for 1 pan. The chicken still has about 10 minutes left before I add the veggies, but I wanted to pull it out and add a little bit of the sauce. I did actually end up adding lime and cilantro as well. It doesn't look very appetizing, but it does taste pretty good. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on each chicken piece and then stick it back in the oven to finish cooking for that 10 minutes. Okay. Okay, so the chicken cooked for 20 minutes. So I pulled it out. I'm gonna add in my veggies. They're just gonna go on top and around the chicken, and then I'm gonna stick it back in for another 10 minutes. Okay, so my first meal is finishing up cooking in the oven. So I started to prep my second one to go in as soon as I'm done. It's very similar to the other one. It's another 1 pan meal, but this time I just marinated it in some teriyaki marinade that we got at the store. And same idea, I'm gonna cook this for at least 15 minutes, let it kind of brown, and then I'm gonna add my veggies, which I'm gonna use some more of the broccoli that I still have since I had a little bit too much for my first meal. Throw in some green beans, and then I'm also going to add a little bit of lime juice over the top. I'm gonna let that cook, and then when I pull this out, this meal is gonna go with some brown rice blend, and the other meal we're gonna add with sweet potatoes. So that's, second meal is almost the same. These 1 pan meals are some of my favorite because they're so easy. It's less cleanup, easier prep, and you just kind of throw into the oven, pull out, add veggies, throw back in. Pulled the chicken out after it cooked for about 15 minutes. Added the rest of my veggies that I want in, and then I'm gonna throw it back in the oven for at least 10 more minutes. Same thing with the other one. If I pull it out and the veggies are cooked, but the chicken isn't, I'll pull the veggies off and let the chicken finish up. Quinn's helping. After I'm done with this, I'm gonna portion it out into all of our meal containers, and then we'll be ready to go for the week. Good? Hold on. Okay, so everything's done, and I did put it into different containers. So I have my kind of teriyaki meal, and then the sauce meal that I made with the chicken. They're all chicken. when I do the math based on how much we spent for our groceries, it ends up being about $6 a meal. So not very expensive, definitely less than if you eat out for the healthy food you get. You can eat out for less if you're gonna go to like fast food, but this is much healthier for you. All your macros are hit, all of our, you know, we have all the carbs and the protein and the veggies that we need for our meals in the day. And now all we have to do is kind of put it back into the microwave to warm it up. Meal prep really is gonna set you up for success, like I said at the beginning. And if you want to kind of stay consistent or see the results in the gym, this is something you're gonna have to do and kind of get the idea of that you're gonna have to do this, because we only get you for an hour in the gym, maybe even only half an hour out of the day, and that is, you know, that's only about 4% of your day. And so the rest of the day, when we don't get you, if you're eating bad, you're just going to be undoing those results that we have been working so hard for in the gym. So make sure you eat healthy. Some of the places that I look for meal prep ideas is Pinterest. They have so many ideas on there. You can look, if you're not sure where to start, just look at like easy, healthy meal prep ideas. Look at Whole30 ideas, paleo recipes. They're all good places to start. Or you can look, we do have some recipes up that you can look for, or you can just ask your coach for ideas too, because we all do meal prep and we all have experience in this. So give it a shot, and give the 2 recipes a shot, and let me know what you think. And I'll be posting some more stuff like this for you guys to give you ideas.